Hello and welcome to my review of Captain Lucius, the Faultless Blade for the Emperor's Children from Forge World. Now this miniature will cost you £33 and consists of 12 resin components and a 32mm base. The structure of this review will be as follows. We'll have a look at the detail of Captain Lucius. We'll go through the spare parts, of which there is only one, and then we'll go through some size comparisons with other Emperor's Children models, and finally I'll talk about its rules. So of course I will be collecting Emperor's Children. They will be the last legion that I will collect, so unfortunately in this review there won't be many size comparisons with Emperor's Children models. You know, I haven't picked up Fulgrim or Saul Tarvitz or Eidolon and the other Legion specific units like the Phoenix Guard Terminators, but I will be including him in all of their size comparisons when I review those. I'm planning at the moment to collect them in February, so the reviews could be a month or a couple months after that. But because this is a new Emperor's Children model, new Horus Heresy model, I thought it's best to get the review out as quick as possible. This is Captain Lucius. He's a nice looking miniature, really captures the feel of Emperor's Children. He does come with a helmetless option as well as a helmeted version. He's got these two blades. This blade here is the alien blade called the Laering. It's the very sword that corrupted Fulgrim, and then his personal sword there is just known as 19. He's got his artificer armour, which is absolutely stunning. There's a lot of detail on this. Yeah, look at all the rivets and the greaves. I like the kind of little scenic base that he stood on. You've got the 3rd Legion there with the eagle. You've got all these straps as well. Markings. This is like a sheath for one of the blades, and this is another one, so there's two sheaths there. I like that attention to detail. You've got detail around the whole cloak and on the shoulder pauldrons. Looks fantastic. And he's wearing these gloves, so he's not wearing full kind of armoured gloves, just you know, leather gloves, I think. Maybe that helps him in combat, get a feel for the blades a bit more. But yeah, then you've got some detail there, and I really like the helmet. I like all the helmeted options for the Emperor's Children in the Horus Heresy range. So yeah, that's all of his detail. His spare part is just his helmetless head, which is right here. Really nice head. He's got this grimace on him, lots of 3D detailing going on, and there's some scars where he's been cut on his head. I don't know whether he's done this or whether that's just a result of sparring. I need to read his books probably. But yeah, believe it or not, Lucius is available in 40k as well. Lucius the Eternal. Very old model now though. Very old model now though. Definitely showing its age. Needs a refresh. Okay, so size comparisons then. We might as well bust open the two Emperor's Children Praetors that were released on the same day as him. So here you've got the Terminator with the Combi Volkite, and here you've just got the normal Praetor, I guess, in the Artificer armour. So sort of size wise, very similar. Lucius is a little bit taller just because he's got his leg up. But yeah, both lovely looking minis. This one was a bit of a pain to glue. You've got the Terminator. You've got the Praetor and Terminator armour as well. So that's where he stands next to him. He's a bit smaller than him. He's quite a chunky Terminator actually. So yeah, compared to sort of standard plastic miniatures, I guess. What you'll probably have him around. So we've got the Mark IV, which I think that's what his armour is. And then you've got Mark III, and then Mark VI as well. So yeah, if you're going to be, you know, collecting Emperor's Children in Mark IV, he's going to go quite well. Mark IV seem to be like one of the smallest though, so they might be a little bit shorter than him, but I can't really see Mark III's going well with him. Maybe Mark VI's could go quite well compared to some vehicles and things then. So I've got a Dreadnought there. I will be picking up the Emperor's Children specific Dreadnought at some point, but that's where he stands next to a Contemptor, and then a Leviathan, and then obviously a Rhino and a Cataphractii Terminator 2. Cataphractii seem a bit smaller than they should be really, but yeah, that's where he stands next to all those. And the final comparison, just with my usual 40k miniatures. So we've got a normal Space Marine, similar sort of size to a normal Space Marine, because you'd think that. Then Primaris, obviously, it's a fair bit bigger. And then Sly Marbo is, yeah, not too bad. It's holding his own. So yeah, that's all of the size comparisons I wanted to make with Lucius. This is my part of the review where I will go through all of his rules, and you'll find them in your Liber Hereticus army book. And because it is set out in numerical order, Emperor's Children appear first in the book, and they do have quite a fair few units. But Captain Lucius, he is an HQ choice, and he will cost you 215 points, which is the same amount of points as Lord Commander Eidolon, and 60 points more than Saul Tarvitz, which is crazy, you know. Lucius being 215. What do you get for these 215 points then? Well, you get a movement of 7 inches, you get a weapon skill of 7, a ballistic skill of 5, strength 4, toughness 4, 3 wounds, initiative 6, attacks 4, leadership 10, and a save of 2+. The standout feature in this is his weapon skill 7. You know, that's almost on par with, typically Primarchs have a weapon skill of, I say 7, usually it's 8 as well though. So his war gear, he's got a bolt pistol, and you're seeing this a lot with you know, melee focused characters like Corswain and Sigismund. They just carry the bolt pistols around. He's got the blade called the 19, the blade of the Lair, Artificer armor, iron halo, frag grenades, crack grenades. So not too much going on with his war gear. Special rules: Legiones, Astartes, Emperor's Children, Master of the Legion, independent character, relentless, preferred enemy, independent character, precision strikes 3+, stubborn, supreme duelist, traitor, warlord, the blade alone. Captain Lucius may take sonic shriekers for +10 points, and may exchange the blade of the Lair for a close combat weapon, reducing his points cost to 175 points. So yeah, if you want to do that, you know, that's great. Just goes to show you just how expensive the blade of the Lair is. Note that unless this option is chosen, Captain Lucius may not be taken in the same army as Fulgrim. So yeah, that does whittle it down a little bit. It means that if you take Fulgrim, obviously Fulgrim's got blade of the Lair, and then you have to just give Lucius a close combat weapon, which is fine, I guess. Warlord, the blade alone. If chosen as the army's warlord, Captain Lucius automatically has the blade alone as his warlord trait and may not select any other. The blade alone, if an enemy's... What does the blade alone do? Well, if an army's warlord has this trait, then no other models or units may use his leadership regardless of any other rules or war gear that a unit may have. However, whenever Captain Lucius is engaged in a challenge, all friendly models in the same boat in the same combat gain the Fearless special rule. In addition, the first reaction made in each game turn by Captain Lucius and any unit he has joined does not use up a point of the controlling player's reaction allotment. Supreme Duelist. While fighting in a challenge, if Captain Lucius's initiative characteristic is higher than his opponent's, then he gains +1 to his attacks characteristic. So that's great. You're going to get 5 attacks. 19. This is his normal sort of sword. It's the strength of, it's a melee weapon. It's the strength of the user. It's AP. It's got nothing on there for the AP because it's a rending 3+, duelist's Aegis, murderous strike 6+, and mastercrafted. Duelist's Aegis is they get a bonus to their weapon skill equal to the value in brackets listed as part of the special rule whenever it is engaged in a challenge with an enemy model. So you're getting a bonus of 1 there to their weapon skill. That means weapon skill 8, guys. The Blade of the Lair. It's obviously range. It's obviously a melee weapon. It's the strength of the user again, which is 4. Its AP is only 2 though. Kind of was expecting a 1. It's Duelist's Edge 1, Fleshbane, Specialist Weapon, and Mastercrafted. I guess it's nice that it gets Fleshbane and obviously Mastercrafted, but no Murderous Strike, which is really quite odd. So there you go. That is Captain Lucius. Go easy on me. This is my first ever Emperor's Children review. I think he's a nice model. He's great to lead your Emperor's Children, especially if you want a melee focused captain. I mean, it's great that you've got a captain that has, you know, Murderous Strike ability, and he has got an amazing weapon skill, decent number of attacks, you know, the usual 2+4+. You really want to be surrounding him with a Palatine Blade Squad though, in a Rhino or even in a Proteus, getting into combat with the enemy as fast as you possibly can with the support of some Terminators and a Dreadnought, something like that. What do you guys think of Captain Lucius? Please do put your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. It'd be great to hear from you. Thank you ever so much for joining me today. Thank you for watching. Death to the False Emperor.